This is the third time I'm trying to get this mic to work. I really believe that it will work now because it just wasn't plugged in properly, so let us hope. Alright, so as soon as I, sit down to make a video, I completely forget every single thing that I wanted to say. So now here I am with nothing to say after I finally get this mic set up. So yeah. Okay, so I know for sure I wanted to talk about where I was and what I was doing. I didn't do anything to my hair properly. I kind of just put it up so it won't be in my face. So if my hair looks really wild, that is why. I'm the type of person who really doesn't care. So yeah. So I've been on a journey, right? I've been on a journey, and part of the journey was the Love Yourself video, right? And I really started thinking about it for the first time, all while editing the video, because I spent a decent amount of time editing it. I was proud of it, but let's not go down another rabbit hole. Let's stick to the point, which was what I just forgot. Right. I thought about it a lot, loving yourself, and I came to realize that there's a lot more to it than what I said. I don't exactly remember what I said because I never watched the video over because I was really proud of it and I didn't want to start tearing it apart in my mind if I watch it again. So in my mind, it is my best video ever, but if I watch it again, probably not. Anyway, one of the ways that I noticed that we didn't love ourselves was... wow, I just forgot. Just completely forgot. Yes, okay. If I say it again, I'll get it right. One of the ways in which we do not love ourselves enough is in the way that we take care of ourselves. And to me, for a very long time, that meant how I took care of my body, right? But now, with a lot more information, I started thinking a lot about like the mental health aspect of it. You see, mental health is the whole mental health thing is kind of does have like a negative connotation to it because a lot of people think that not a lot of people think, a lot of people are like, okay, I have this mental health issue, so you should just accept me this way, right? When that's not really fair, like you do have to, make an effort. Like, I have ADHD. I'm not diagnosed or anything, but I know, like I have no doubts in my mind. And I've been holding this in my hand for some reason. And it makes a lot of things make sense. It also makes sense as to why I really can't seem to accomplish anything or finish anything. Like I loved photography with everything in me, and then all of a sudden it just didn't matter. And then I found videography and I'm like, I love this. And now it's just like, yeah, okay. And I thought maybe it was because I did it for money. But the truth is, I have ADHD. Now I want to explain what it is. But right now in my explanation, I'll just give you a bunch of examples. And that's probably not going to help because you're going to be like, oh yeah, I have that sometime. So I need to really fully understand how to word it before I express it. But that doesn't mean that I shouldn't make an effort to get things done. Like, yes, it's more difficult for me, but it's still necessary, so I do need to get things done. So, people look at it and say, oh no, it's just a soft generation, which I kind of believe that it is. That, it's just begging for pity. But honestly, it really is something that you need to, take care of. And the fact that there are not like clinics for your mental health just everywhere is kind of strange. Because like I'm understanding that almost everybody has some kind of mental health issue, if not everybody. Like there's this trauma in our lives that make us scared of things and we don't really understand why we're afraid of them. But maybe because we were 2 or 3 years old, something happened. All of a sudden it's just like, oh my, I'm scared of clowns now. I was going to put a clown on the screen, right? But that's a bad idea, Ricky. Don't do that. There are people who really are traumatized by clowns. I met somebody who's scared of cats, which was different. But that's not the story I'm gonna tell. That's not my business to tell. But it was just interesting. Yeah, and sometimes the way your parents treated you, or maybe you had some teacher that you looked up to and they just said one-off thing without thinking, and now for the rest of your life you just believe this thing about yourself and you don't understand why. It's because of that. So in my pursuit, you notice how I went all the way on down this rabbit hole to go back to the point of, in my pursuit of proper mental health, all that wasn't necessary. But that's how my mind works because ADHD. But anyway, all that to say, I shouldn't cut myself off because I tend to forget things. Right, mental health, yes. Because I started focusing on the mental health aspect of my growth, I started to realize a lot of things were negatively affecting me. Like currently, like a lot of things negatively affected me growing up that I didn't even think about. And it showed itself in relationships, it showed itself in friendships, it showed itself in how I dealt with family members. It affected me so negatively without me even knowing. Which is what led to like the previous video. Like, I've come to an understanding that sometimes you just have to cut people off. Like, it doesn't matter who they are. And I was told this today as well. It doesn't matter who they are. For your own sake and for your own sanity, it is okay to cut. You need to cut people off at times. And I grew up in church, and the idea of that feels selfish to me because I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm supposed to just love everybody and whatever. But you can't love people and cut them off. Like, it hurts, like it's uncomfortable, but it's necessary for you as a human being to grow and get better. The forgiveness aspect is very important, but you still have to cut them off regardless, and I was also taught that forgiveness is not for yourself, it's a gift to other people. And yes, it is a gift to someone, even if you don't believe they deserve it. But my goodness, when you forgive people, it feels good. Like it feels good because you know where you came from and how deep and dark that hatred, I don't want to say hatred, but that you just really grinded your gears, like you felt really hurt by them. And then you get to a point where you forgive them. First of all, you realize, okay, I could be a good person. Like, there's hope for me, right? At least for me, I don't know. Maybe people don't think that way. But to me, it's like, yeah, there's hope for me. I can be a better person. I can, and it feels good because you no longer have animosity in your heart to people. And this is something I've been trying to explain to those people on Twitter. If you let go of the hurt, you can still fight for what you believe in, right? You let go of the hurt, you feel so much better. It's like a weight. There's not that negative emotion in your chest whenever you hear anything associated with whatever makes you angry. None. Because it's done, it's over, that is off your shoulder. You can still care about people, you can still help people, you can still go to the ends of the earth to ensure that people don't go through the same thing that you go through. But you don't have to be feeling angry to do it. And when you do that, you have more time to have more compassion and understand how the other people feel, because you might want a certain thing to be done that benefits you, but it may not benefit a large amount of people. So now you may have to tweak your decision a little bit in order to help more people. But you wouldn't know that if you were so caught up in your hurt that you couldn't help or heal or even focus on anybody else's pain. Did I mention it feels good? Listen, I remember the last time I know I needed to forgive somebody, right? And one day I saw that person and there was no negative emotions, like none. It was just like, boom. Like, I have forgiven this person, like fully, completely. That's it. And like, it didn't like, people would bring it up or whatever, and to me it's just like whatever. And people are angry at this person for the hurt that I felt. And I'm just like, I mean, it was so long ago, you know? So it feels good. Like there's no, I don't know how else to explain it. I feel like I'm repeating myself. But yeah, I don't know how much time has gone. Oh gosh, 10 minutes, I have about 3 minutes left. But anyway, I've been on a journey and it has been a wonderful journey. And I'm the best I've ever been in my life. I have a girlfriend who loves me very much, like very much. Like I am loved. I am loved beyond my wildest imaginations. I never thought I could possibly meet someone who could love me to this level. I feel like the background blows out a lot more when I'm closer, so I'm gonna want to do this more. But anyway, yes, she loves me more than anything in the world. That was ADHD, by the way. Me just, you know, seeing that one little thing. That's just how my mind works all the time. Okay, good. So yeah, she loves me incredibly. And I am a happy man. I have full intention of marrying her. I'm not sure about kids. We are not sure about kids. Should need to include both of us. We're not sure about kids. Don't know what the future holds. Whatever. It's not your business anyway. Why am I even telling you that? I'm just starting to spit my brain out my mouth now. I need to shut up. I'm drinking some tea because I was going to drink some coffee. But I'm trying to make this like a coffee with Ricky, but I shouldn't limit myself like that. This is something tea. It's very nice. It goes very good with a high. No, not crazy. I'm not copying the dude. Did I mention that no crazy reason I'm making this video? Am I saying your name right? I don't think I've ever heard you say your name. Yeah, no crazy reason I'm making this video because she sent me a video of somebody that she says reminds her of me, and like why, and I never really checked to see the answer. But yeah, kind of watching his setup and the way he did things kind of made me want to make a video in a way that I always want to make a video that I just don't, because I overthink everything. But yeah, thanks for your comments in the last video. I read all your comments even though I don't respond. I'm horrible at responding. I will try to do better probably. I'm also trying to be extremely honest and authentic, so that sentence was me trying to say that as honest as possible. Alright. That was fun. Okay, bye.